Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So we want to talk about the Solana chart, a short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenario. I've got two bullish ones, which is good because this indicates the ongoing uptrend and basically confirms the overall bullish scenario. Actually, depending on the time frame, I've got three bullish wave counts for Solana. We covered in one of the recent member live streams how to deal with alternative wave counts, primary and alternative counts. And I mentioned in there just one specific aspect, which is that, if you have two or three counts which all agree on the higher level trend, that should give some confidence in the overall structure, and it should give some confidence in the overall trend and the next larger degree targets. And the target for this larger fifth wave to the upside is still at $190 plus. So I think that is worth mentioning first. What happens after this? Not entirely clear yet. Could be a B wave top, which means a more substantial top. Could also mean that we get another wave 4 or 5 that can then send us close to 400, which is probably what's going on in a bullish market. But I prefer to go and take it level by level here. Yeah, so far, Solana did hold the previous swing low, so we haven't broken below this Monday the 12th of February low. So I thought about the structure a little bit today, and I think why not work our way from the most bullish to the most short-term, to the most bearish scenario I can offer right now. Let's start with the most bullish one. That's a new addition to the chart. I thought about might be worth adding given the most recent bullish momentum again that we see in the market. Everything's pumping on Sunday night. In this scenario, we have obviously still our 1-2 setup here that you probably know about. And then I have to see this move in the yellow count as an ending diagonal. Bear in mind, we're in a fifth wave. I mentioned that the wave 1 looks like a 5-wave move, but not the most beautiful one. So it could also be seen as a 3-wave move. So that's what it would be in this scenario. A wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2 to the downside, then here an A wave to the upside. Might have bottomed already in wave B, and we could now be in wave C. Then we should get a wave 4 and a wave 5. So this was wave C of 3, then a 4 and a 5, and the wave 5 should also be an ABC structure again. So if this is what's playing out, then the target for the C wave is around $133, $134 minimum, you would say, yeah. And wave 1 of C should find resistance. Yeah, around about, that depends a little bit, but you could say first line of resistance is likely around $116, and then round about 122.80 or 122.70 just above that. There are two main levels to watch here for wave 1. Okay, and this scenario will get clearer and more probable with a break above the recent high of the A wave at 118.50. So this is the most bullish scenario I can offer right now. It could send us more directly to that $190 plus target. And in this scenario, what are the conditions? Well, the condition would be initially to assume yellow wave B has bottomed. The price would need to hold $105.60. And then we would need a 1-2 setup. So as soon as I see the first higher low form here, that would be a really good confirmation. Yeah. So getting that 1-2 setup, these are not always clear on the smallest time frames, but if I see that, that could be the next support zone like the previous ones here. Yeah. So obviously we had here let's say a history in the last few weeks of really the price reacting to all of these support areas. And now we could get the next one. Here I intentionally took that one off that we had here because I thought we would get a bit of a deeper pullback, which we did. Yeah, it even broke below the previous one. But the question is now, do we form another higher low? So once I see some kind of a top in place, I'm going to add another support area for wave 2. But if that breaks, that then takes us to the next, let's say, more bearish scenario, but still bullish. And in this scenario, we're dealing with the orange count, which is just based on a different assumption overall on the chart, would still be bullish. I think describing how this now fits into the bigger picture is a bit too complex for this video, but it would be the assumption that all of this was an A wave. This here is a B wave pullback, which might still be ongoing as a larger ABC structure. And then we could get 5 waves up in wave C. This is the bullish, but short-term, more bearish scenario. And then the break below $86, okay, would be even, let's say, even more bearish, and would reset this wave 4. So the main thesis in these two first counts that I showed you, the main thesis would be that the wave 4, the larger wave 4, bottomed here on the 23rd of January, and this move up in wave 5 is sending us to 190 plus. But in the alternative perspective on the larger time frame, this wave 4 is still unfolding, and it would be in the white count, in which we form the larger ABC structure. But I need to see further downside for this to favor that clearly, okay? So this is, let's say, the third most likely scenario, not in the focus until we get close to $86 or even break 86. So that means we have 3 bullish scenarios, because even then it would simply reset the wave 4 lower, but we would still have a chance from there basically to move to the upside, yeah? Yeah, and that's basically it. So that means at the moment, the most immediate scenario that's currently unfolding and basically being tested is the yellow one. So yeah, and as long as we're holding that swing low that formed here on Saturday, we can go with that one. If we see a break below it, I might start to favor orange, okay? And yeah, that's basically it. If I see a top in place in wave 1, I will add a support area for wave 2 onto the chart to give anybody who wants to the possibility to maybe look for an entry for wave 3 of C of 3. That's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.